While public education institutions are facing budget cuts across the United States, the Honors Department here at NSU is working to continue providing its students with the necessary resources for a successful academic college career. 16 years ago in 2001, Dr. Jim Pate, who was the Vice President of Academic Affairs, decided NSU was ready for an honors department.
So he generated a committee and asked the committee to meet and research other programs in and around the state of Oklahoma and look at the honors characteristics of those honors program, and then draw up an idea for NSU and present it to him.
After revisions, Dr. Pate approved a plan for an honors department at NSU which would award students with academic scholarships based on their ACT score and high school GPA.
It covered the majority of, probably 100% of tuition, which right now it covers up to 18 hours. And there's a housing waiver that NSU offers, and at that time it was the same. There was a housing waiver. And the waiver allowed students to stay in the dorms in a single room, double room, and if they wanted to stay in a single, then they could supplement that themselves and stay in a single room. And then the scholarships that were on the upper end also had a stipend, and still do have a stipend with them.
In addition to funding for student scholarships, the Honors Department receives state funds as an institutional department for general academic use and as a student organization.
We have 3 separate funds. One of them is an education and general fund, and it comes from the state of Oklahoma, and that money is used for education and office supplies. So we can buy the paper and ink and pencils and anything else we need that can be in that category from that fund. And then the other 2 funds are our student organizational funds. The first one is from NSU's overall budget, and that fund is reviewed every year. And then the last fund is our fundraising fund. So any money that we make throughout the semester fundraising goes into that fund, and that's the only money that gets put into that fund. And the education and general fund is also renewed every year. So the 2 funds that are renewed every year, if we don't spend all that money, we lose it.
For the past 16 years, honors students have reaped the benefits provided by the Honors Department, and the department will continue to work to provide these resources to students in the years to come. This has been Mercedes Montoya, NSU News.